something's coming.
10 Cloverfield Lane. If it's a success, do you see Cloverfield becoming something maybe like the Paranormal Activity franchise with, smaller budgeted entries on a regular, maybe even an annual basis?
We do have something that we're working on that would allow for other films. There's sort of a bigger idea we've got, but it obviously remains to be seen how 10 Cloverfield Lane does. But if we're lucky, there's a bigger plan that we've got.
And now, Dan Trachtenberg, he got some notice for his Portal short fan film. Is that what convinced you to give him the job as the director here?
Dan, who's been incredible, came in with such a clear vision for how he wanted to approach the movie that the Portal film, which was great fun, was part of it, but it was really his pitch.
Now, you reportedly have been working on a Portal and a Half-Life movie, producing them. Is there a status update you can give us on those?
Not yet, but they're in development, and we've got writers, and we're working on both those stories. But nothing that would be an exciting update.
Now, we'll put up a spoiler warning before we run this, but I did want to ask you about the decision to kill off Han Solo in the Star Wars film. Is that something that had been your intent from the beginning, or is that something maybe that Harrison Ford requested in order to come back and do one more movie?
It's just something that Larry Kaz and I came up with and thought would be a powerful way to tell the story of Kylo Ren.
Now, as a producer, as a director, you've been so successful. You brought back Star Trek, brought back Star Wars, huge success with Mission Impossible in that franchise. Where is it that you'd like to go? Like, if you could bring back anything, if you could do anything moving forward.
One of the fun things about this Cloverfield movie is that it allows for brand new stories. Cloverfield was a really fun giant monster movie. 10 Cloverfield Lane is sort of a different chapter. It's part anthology, it's part something else that we're working on, and the fun of being able to create or be part of a series of films that is its own universe, its own world, is really exciting. And it's been great fun to work in the Mission Impossible and Star Trek and Star Wars worlds. And hopefully going forward, Bad Robot will be responsible for creating stories that are more original, coming from a place of, not rebooting, but creating from whole cloth.
And what do you see as a sort of director versus producer? What is it that makes you want to step behind the camera and be in charge of the whole thing?
What do you mean?
When you're a producer on 10 Cloverfield Lane,
yes.
You're a producer on Cloverfield, not a director. What is it that makes you want to step in and direct the movie?
I will tell you, when we were doing Cloverfield and when I was working as a producer on this, both times I had this I had this director envy. I was watching what Matt Reeves, in the case of Cloverfield, or what Dan Trachtenberg, in the case of 10 Cloverfield Lane, was doing, and thought, oh my God, it would be so much fun to be doing what they're doing. In both cases, I was working on other projects, and these were happening in parallel. But whether it's as a producer or director, the idea of a character, the idea of a circumstance, the idea of a predicament, a plot, a feeling, it can be anything that makes me want to help tell that story. And if it's possible to do it either as a writer, a producer, or a director, I feel lucky to get to play in any of these formats.